Another delay has pushed back an important hearing for a man who is accused of stabbing a sleeping 6-year-old to death in Versailles.
Some chicken fans in Franklin County don't seem to mind waiting 24 hours for their order. I'll take you to the new Chick-fil-A coming up.
Pope Francis wants to look into the possibility of women in the clergy. We'll have the latest on that coming up.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam Dick and Amber Philpott reporting a delay in a high-profile Central Kentucky murder case. A hearing to see if Ronald Exantis is competent was scheduled, but then delayed.
He's accused of breaking into a Versailles home last December and stabbing 6-year-old Logan Tipton to death while he was sleeping. Our Hillary Thornton has more now from the courtroom. It's our top story at 4:30.
We didn't get any closer to learning whether Ronald Exantis will go to trial because another delay pushed back his competency hearing again. The Tipton family says they are getting frustrated with all of the delays. The murder case against the 32-year-old can't move forward until September 27th, the new court date for Exantis's competency hearing. It was pushed back because of a scheduling conflict. The key to determining whether Exantis is able to stand trial is a state psychiatric evaluation. The judge will decide whether the case against Exantis will go to trial after he hears the findings of that report. Exantis' attorney says the Indiana man does not remember anything from the December night when police say he killed a little boy in Versailles. 6-year-old Logan Tipton was sleeping in his bed when investigators say Exantis broke into his home, grabbed a kitchen knife, and stabbed him to death. The 32-year-old's attorney says he had a psychotic break and was hospitalized for months after his arrest. Logan's family shows up at every one of Exantis' court hearings. They don't think the argument that he was temporarily insane will hold any weight against the results of the psychiatric evaluation. If the judge determines Exantis is competent to stand trial during his hearing in September, he'll go ahead and set a trial date the same day. In Versailles, Mark Barber, WKYT.
The defense attorney says she has seen the results of the psychiatric evaluation. While she isn't saying what the report found, she is asking the judge to allow her to get the credentials of all of the people who worked on the evaluation. We are saying mainly dry, some folks right now, but there is a chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm tonight and even into tomorrow.
Matter of fact, many of us will be seeing rain as we get closer to the weekend. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Amber. That heavy rain threat will increase as we go into the next couple of days. Some areas, though, getting in on some very heavy rains right now. It's over small areas, but we look at our Defender radar network, and we are indeed picking up some of those showers that are trying to grow into thunderstorms out there. Lexington, southwest side of town. That's a little shower that is slowly working out of Fayette County and into northern Jessamine County. It has been raining from the Fayette Mall area back to the southwest along Clays Mill Road, Manowar, and toward Harrodsburg Road. Some areas here likely picking up between a half and 1 inch of rain just over the past half hour or so. And again, that'll slowly work its way towards sections of Nicholasville. There's a live look from our Skycam looking toward that little shower that, again, is raining in place and slowly working its way toward the south. Hey, speaking of the south, let's take you into Jackson County on your Defender radar network, and another gusty shower popping up over Beattyville into Lee County. Both of those can put down a lot of water, and especially this little shower into parts of Jackson County. That may drop a quick inch or so of water over the next little bit as well. So watch the creeks and the streams for the possibility of some high water issues. We are looking at 2 areas of low pressure, one across the Carolinas producing flooding right now into parts of North Carolina, another into western Kentucky. It's that western Kentucky low that we'll watch heading into the day tomorrow. Short term, though, as soon as the sun sets, we'll see a decrease in any shower or thunderstorm that is out there. Problem, though, guys, as we go into tomorrow, that low into western Kentucky will work its way in here and increase the heavy rain threat, which I'll focus on when I come back in a few minutes.
The search is on for the person who broke into a Lexington business overnight. It happened at Blowing Vapors on Reading Road near Tate's Creek just before 1:30 this morning. Police say someone smashed the store's front window and stole a handful of items.
The CDC is recommending the nasal spray influenza vaccine, better known as the flu mist, should not be used during the upcoming flu season. The mist was especially popular among children, with a third of pediatric patients opting for the mist as opposed to the traditional flu shot. Unfortunately, many physicians order their supplies a year in advance. So when the recommendation came down in June of this year, it was just too late to adjust.
There is some concern that due to the change in vaccine ordering that there may be a shortage this year.
Find out why physicians are encouraging people to get vaccinated earlier than years past. That's coming up on WKYT News at 5:30. The first Chick-fil-A in Kentucky's capital city is nearly ready.
It opens tomorrow, and some people are so excited they have already started lining up ahead of the big opening. Our Sean Moody shows us how the wait could pay off for many of them.
This will hopefully be the only time there's a 24-hour wait at this Chick-fil-A. The people who are camped out here don't seem to mind it. It's a little hot, but they're making the best of it. The people lining up are willing to take a lot of heat for free chicken.
I want to go to Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A.
By lunchtime, there were about 45 people here. The first 100 get one free meal a week for a year.
Number 20.
They're good at finding shade, but even so, it's baking hot out on that blacktop.
Yes, it is. It is, actually.
So they're doing what they have to do. There was a water balloon toss and something a little more direct.
This little guy, he has a little spray bottle, and he just squirts everybody.
The manager thought there would be some buzz, but didn't expect it to build this quickly.
So I expected people to trickle in a little bit, but not the response so far.
All the people out here still have a ways to go. The store doesn't open until 6 a.m. tomorrow, but they say they're up for the challenge.
I think we can do it. I think we can spend the night here one more time.
Whatever it takes to get that chicken.
I'm done.
Also today and tomorrow, the owner is collecting new and gently used children's books. Those will go to after-school programs here in Franklin County. In Frankfort, Sean Moody, WKYT.
And to top it all off, the restaurant is feeding the people who are lined up. It's been a staple in Lexington for years, and now a bar and a music venue is moving. Business Lexington reporting that Cosmic Charlie's is leaving its spot on Woodland Avenue. It's been there since 2009. The popular hangout is moving to National Avenue. And once it opens in October or November, BizLex says it will share a parking lot with Mirror Twin Brewing. A major development today in the Catholic Church. Pope Francis has given his blessing to begin to consider the idea of women in the clergy.
It is a move that has both shocked and excited many in the church. Marley Hall has the story.
Pope Francis says his decision came after intense prayer and mature reflection to appoint a panel to study the idea of women deacons in the Roman Catholic Church. Religion professor Phyllis Zagano is the only American on the commission and says she's been waiting for this moment for years.
The church would be making a great statement about the dignity and place of women in the world.
Known for his progressive stances, Pope Francis's decision to look into the possibility of women deacons differs from the views of his predecessors. He first entertained the idea last May after meeting with a group of women from various religious orders.
The idea for the commission originally came from the nuns, not the Pope himself. He agreed to the study, but the Vatican says not to expect change anytime soon.
Deacons are ordained ministers who can preach as well as preside over weddings and funerals, but they cannot celebrate Mass. Historians say the idea of women in this role is not new to the Catholic faith.
There are several popes in the Middle Ages who wrote to bishops giving them the authority to ordain women as deacons.
So there is a precedent for this.
There's great precedent for including women in the diaconate.
Zagano says the idea can transform not only how women are seen in the church, but in society as well. Marley Hall, CBS News, New York.
The parents of a Star Trek star who died in an accident file a lawsuit. Details ahead on WKYT News at 4:30.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Small but slow-moving showers and thunderstorms putting down a ton of rain in localized areas right now, and I think that's a sign of things to come as we go into the next couple of days. Certainly, it's the pattern we've been in for a while now. We look at your Defender radar network, and across central and eastern Kentucky, starting to see a little increase now in some of the action. Big rains into western Kentucky. Some areas already greater than 2 inches into the west. What we're seeing, though, across the Bluegrass region, had a little shower pop up on the southwest side of Lexington, and it is slowly drifting and diminishing a little bit in the northern parts of Jessamine County. But another heavy rainmaker has popped up right on top of Nicholasville. This is a setup to where we have a ton of tropical moisture that is out there. Humidity levels are high, and the ground is saturated, as we know. So any small shower can put down enough rain to cause some quick rises on some creeks and some streams, even some of the streets out there. And had a little report of some street flooding here on the southwest side of Lexington just a few minutes ago. That shower continues to pull on away from us here on Winchester Road. It never actually rained here at the station, but we had a very good view. Here's the back edge of that rain shaft as it pulls its way toward sections of Jessamine County. Two areas I'm going to watch very closely over the next little bit. Beattyville into Lee County and also McKee into Jackson County. Why? Well, we've got some showers that are very slow movers here. This is mountainous territory, does not take a lot of water. Beattyville, we'll keep an eye on that situation. Also, here into parts of Jackson County, it's been raining hard across parts of Jackson County for the past hour, and that is right on top of downtown McKee right now. So if you live along Shaky Road and to the northeast, Lakewood Drive, we're talking about the possibility of enough rains to cause some local flash flooding. Pulaski County back toward Lake Cumberland and toward Columbia. Hello, Campbellsville. A little isolated stuff that is out there. It takes us into western Kentucky now, where showers and thunderstorms have been much more widespread today, with flooding rains here. Severe thunderstorms had winds greater than 50 miles an hour. That is courtesy of a low pressure center that's going to work its way toward the east. So that means for us tomorrow, storms will be on the increase and at least a local flash flood threat. Then we go into Friday, and especially late day, some thunderstorms with a cold front that will be making its way into town, and those storms will likely continue into the day on Saturday. Here's the setup for tomorrow with that weak little small-scale low-pressure center that the models, by the way, I'm not even going to show you a computer model because you know what? They stink right now in this type of a setup. So we're just going to highlight what we think is going to happen without a computer model. That area of low pressure works its way across southern Kentucky into the southeastern corner of the state. And again, right along and just north of that, you can get some very heavy rains to fall. So south of 64 would be the primary threat tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon, heading into the evening for at least some isolated flash flooding. Then again, late Friday into Friday night, some stuff hangs around into Saturday. Sunday, mainly dry at 86 degrees. Into next week, we're back into the upper 80s, and thunderstorms will begin to increase during that time as well. Small but potent little showers on the move this evening.
So it's not like this giant wave. No. It's more just all over the place.
Yeah, the stuff that's out there right now on the southwest side of Lexington has put down a quick 1/2 to 1 inch of rain. It didn't even rain here at the station. And watch Jackson County. That storm on top of McKee is putting down a ton of rain. It's even slower.
All right, Chris, thank you.
It's a summer concert series benefiting the McKenna Foundation. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about with a preview at Talon Winery today.
Folks out at Talon Winery are gearing up for this weekend's summer concert series.
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about with more on what the event is going to benefit. Hi, Deanne.
Good afternoon, guys. We are here at Talon Winery preparing for their summer concert series. It is happening this weekend, and all you got to do is just show up. You don't need a ticket. You can get it right here at the gate. It's benefiting the McKenna Foundation. We have Sheila David with us, and Sheila, every time we do something with the McKenna Foundation, it has to be the best feeling for you, especially you got these beautiful young ladies putting this together for you guys.
Absolutely. This event is extra special because it's put on by the people at the ER for us, and we've been told, don't touch it, we got this, just be there, have fun with us, and that's what it is. It's just a big party. It's blankets and wine and bring your own food and just enjoy the music and the night.
And I understand Talon Winery, Miss Lauren, taking part as well. You guys are doing a special label for them.
Yes, those are always a great hit. Everybody loves buying those, and a portion of the sales is donated back to the McKenna Foundation, so we just love being involved with this.
That is fantastic. Renee and Andrea with us now, and they are nurses in the UK Peds unit there and of the ER. And you guys, I want you to talk to me about what this means to you in putting an event like this together.
You know, we work in the ER together, in the PDR, and it just means a ton to be able to raise money to help those children. Not only, you know, we get to help them medically, but we get to help them, you know, raise their spirits when they have to come in to see us, teddy bears and all kinds of different items we can give them.
A lot of people in the community, God bless them, we're so thankful for them, work for different events, but they don't have the opportunity to see things firsthand like you guys do. Talk a bit about that and where all of this money is actually going.
The money goes to benefit the Kentucky Children's Hospital, not only the ER, but the entire Children's Hospital. It's just it's joyful to see like the kids whenever we pull the little cozy cars out and they get to ride them around the ER with their McKenna Foundation license plate on the back. It's just something great to watch them because they have a good time and then they forget that they're sick.
That's right. All right. Well, the folks coming out for the summer concert series will have a great time too. What's going to happen on Saturday?
Yes, we have so many things planned. We have a large silent auction. We have multiple food trucks from Red State Barbecue, Three Daughters Catering, and Sweet Lily's is going to be bringing their truck out as well. We have bouncy houses. We're going to have cornhole boards. We're going to have lots of items and 2 awesome bands that are going to be there, live bands, and of course the silent auction items, which are the main event.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get lots of deals for a good cause. Folks don't need tickets. What do they need to do?
They just need to show up and they pay $10 at the gate.
Pay $10, be here on Saturday, and be a part of helping out the McKenna Foundation. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Talon Winery. Back to you guys.
Lovely place out there.
Pretty easy. Just show up, buy a ticket, have some fun.
It's easy. A new host for the Golden Globes.
And there's legal fallout from the freak accident that killed a young actor. Don Champion has those stories and more in your Eye on Entertainment.
The parents of Star Trek actor Anton Yelchin filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Fiat Chrysler. The 27-year-old was killed in June when his Jeep Grand Cherokee rolled down his driveway and crushed him against a gate. The Yelchin suit says the gear selector had been defective and poorly designed. Kesha has dropped her sexual abuse lawsuit against producer Dr. Luke in California. The pop star says she needs to focus on getting her new music out, but she'll continue a similar legal battle in New York. Jimmy Fallon is going Hollywood. The Tonight Show star will host the Golden Globes for the first time next year. He joked on Twitter that he's looking forward to spending time with the foreign press before Donald Trump has them all deported.
I want to build a team of some very bad people who I think can do some good.
Viola Davis says she's always loved DC Comics, so she jumped at the chance to star in Suicide Squad.
Go get it, girl.
Davis plays a federal agent who unlocks a team of supervillains for a top-secret mission. She says her character is brutal, but not bad.
I think that she taps into the strengths of all of these anti-heroes, and she forces them to use their powers for the good.
Suicide Squad opens Friday. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Don Champion, CBS News.
The Boston Police Department has received national recognition for its attempts to build relations with community members. Coming up, find out what the key to their success is, and it might have something to do with dessert. We are trying to get away from storms and showers, but it seems that they just keep hanging around. Some of them just kind of a nuisance this afternoon.
I know. Earlier today, Chris, I think a lot of us had a break, but that changed, didn't it?
Yeah, for a lot of us, it is changing right now. It's one of those patterns where you start out the day with some full sunshine after the fog burns away. Sun comes out, heats up the ground, we get evaporation, and all of a sudden you get some thunderstorms to go up as well. And that's what we're seeing on our live sky cam into parts of the Fayette-Jessamine County line, seeing those gusty rains over the past little bit, and that's your live sky cam. Overall, though, the wider view on your Defender radar network, we've picked up better than an inch of rain into parts of Jackson County, and a shower right behind that into Lee County, and Owsley County is also kicking up right now. That can put down some very heavy rains. Those areas have a little more mountains to work with, so we can get some quick rises in creeks and streams. Coming up here in just a little bit, guys, I found a computer model that I actually agree with. I'll show you that coming up in the next half hour. Right now, let's check in, see what's going on with the roads, and Officer Don.
3 collisions working in the city right now, most of them toward the downtown area. It looks like they're still clearing a crash that police were working earlier on Press at Virginia. There's also one at Codell that's going to be just past the circle, and a collision at Manowar and Darby Creek, and the outer loop of Manowar there. To Versailles, 11 minutes. To Paris, 22, and Winchester, 30 minutes. Now back here in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. A special ice cream truck and so much Tinder. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
In Boston, city officials are helping their police department bridge relations between the community and its officers with a new set of wheels. Boston's mayor presented police with a brand new ice cream truck this week. Yes, the ice cream truck is part of Operation Hoodsie Cup, in which police officers go around the city's neighborhoods and hand out free cups of ice cream to children in the community. The commissioner says that about 120,000 cups of ice cream have been passed out since the program debuted in 2010. How do you miss with that?
That is a great idea.
It's a home run, isn't it?
Well, there's a man in San Francisco that is so desperate for love, he's gone on 150 dates in just 4 months. The software engineer, Sebastian Stadel, created a program that automatically responded to every nearby female on the dating app Tinder. In 4 months, he reached out to thousands of women in the Bay Area, all in search of love.
So I've reached an embarrassingly large number of people. I think the application swiped right on about 200,000 people.
Well, if someone doesn't respond to him, his program automatically sends another message, sometimes as many as 7. Over the 4 months, the engineer says he's had just over 50 second dates, 17 third dates, and spent $6,000. He took a liking to 4 of the ladies, but it didn't work out. But the 150 dates did not leave him empty-handed. Stadel says he noticed Asian Americans tend to swipe right for him more frequently than the general population. So in all of that, I hope he finds love in there somewhere.
Yeah, this is why I say it's nice to be happily married.
Yes, I will totally agree with you on
sorry.
that.
Yeah, good luck to him.
On that note, please stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now at 5 o'clock.